Hey there, I'm at the beautiful Langham Hotel in Pasadena, and I am going to talk about living below your means. And so far, these videos have been not so much about the music business or the industry, but more about infrastructure. And I'm not talking about the music business infrastructure, but I'm talking about your infrastructure. These are videos to make you think about what you're getting yourself into, essentially. And be prepared for that. And for example, moving to where you need to move, getting in the game, getting a job in the industry somehow. Also, being willing to change your job, your potential job. If you might find more passion in something that you're more successful at, rather than being frustrated all the time. And so what I want to talk about now is something that will allow you to stay in the game once you're in the game, and that is living below your means. If you are spending more than you make, and that's going to happen a lot of months when you're a musician. There's going to be some months you make good money and some months you don't make any, or in the business at all. But if overall, on an average, if you're making less than you're spending, you're going to be in trouble. You're not going to be able to stay in the game. You're going to have to get a real job. And there were many times that I was worried and thought I might have to get a real job, but because we lived so frugally, we were able to kind of keep going. I was able to kind of stay in the game, and even as simple as clipping coupons. I was a huge clip-on couper back when I was first married. We still live in the same apartment we've lived in for 30 years. It's cheap. We just live there. It's allowed us to stay close to the industry, and it's allowed us, we're in Pasadena. It's allowed us to stay close and also, stay cheap. Buying used cars. It's interesting. Saved money is tax-free money. Just think about that. When you shop around and save $1,000 on a car purchase, you pay $19,000 instead of $20,000 for a car. Think about that $1,000. You didn't just save $1,000. You saved however much you had to make to take home $1,000. So after taxes, how much do you have to make? Do you have to make $1,200, $1,300, $1,500 to take home $1,000? So when you save money, it's like when you save money on a purchase, it's like tax-free income. Even more so on gear purchases. And I'm going to have a whole talk about gear purchases. I'm going to talk about vintage versus new, investing in equipment, things like that. But basically, this is just, I want to encourage you to just keep it simple. Keep your life simple. Keep what you spend at a minimum if you can. Shop thrift stores. I'm wearing a thrift store coat. So I don't know, I guarantee my wife didn't pay more than $5 for this coat. And I love this coat. I wear it almost every day. So you don't have to spend a lot of money. In fact, I've known people who have hit it big in the industry, had a hit or had a success, and they really got in trouble because they bought too nice of a car. And they spent way too much money on a car, and then things started to slow down, and they couldn't make the payments, and they had to get rid of it, and the car was keep holding them back. And so you don't want your lifestyle to hold you back from doing what you're passionate about, what you want to do. If you are stuck, stressed about money, if you're having to take jobs you don't want to take, that's the beauty of having a little cushion. You're able to say no to the stuff that you don't think is going to propel your career forward. If there are things you don't want to do, then you don't have to do them. But if you're in a bind for money every month, then you're probably going to have to take jobs you wish you didn't have to take. And fortunately, I've been able to kind of steer clear of that. One thing I did a lot back in Indiana was top 40 music. I played in top 40 bands, and I kind of told myself I would never do that here, and I never have. I've been here 35 years, and I've never done a top 40 gig, not because it's a bad gig, but because I'd rather go ahead and take a chance with an original band playing clubs and try to make it big that way, which never happened, by the way. But I was willing to take that chance, and I could afford to take that chance because I lived on the cheap. I didn't try to overspend and get into trouble financially. So anyway, this is just, like I said, just to encourage you to try to be frugal. and that gives you freedom to keep doing what you want to do and what you love to do. So again, we're working on infrastructure here, preparing you for the reality of the music business. I'm going to start talking about it soon. I'm going to talk about mailbox money soon, and which is part of the business, and it's one of the best parts of the business. And I hope you guys are doing well. I'll talk to you soon. God bless. Bye bye.